very nice to meet you.
Hi, thank you.
You look nothing like this here, by the way.
I know.
Ever since you did Irudhi Suttru, people really took to you, at least in Tamil cinema.
Yeah.
I understand that the reception here was far more positive than the reception.
Next level reception. Seriously.
Right,
Vera
right.
level.
Right. Oh, wow, okay. So you learned your Tamil by now as well.
I can speak Tamil, yeah. Now I can communicate, I can survive here.
See, considering that it was a bilingual, were you sort of surprised at the sort of reception you got here as opposed to?
I definitely was, because Tamil is not my language, first thing. I don't know how people behave here or how people are expected to behave here, especially someone like this girl.
Yeah.
I was very nervous. I've always said this because this character is crazy, insane, rowdy. She doesn't have any manners. She does not respect people. She says whatever the hell she wants to, and it was very scary for me at first. But then when I went to the theaters, I saw the reaction. I was so happy. I was so happy. I still thank God for that day. My God, what a day!
And maybe because you were playing a boxer there, I think people sort of wondered if you brought out who you were as a person into that role.
No.
Not at all? No.
As a fighter, as a person, I'm a very calm human being. I'm very respectful. Even in the ring, I don't disrespect my fighters, my opponents. I will bow down to them. I'll respect them. I'll do this when I fight. I don't taunt people like that. I'm a very different person. Very, very different person from this one.
And after this film, what you've been... I think you said in an interview that you didn't quite expect to be flooded with roles once, even if the film...
I wasn't.
Well.
I really wasn't.
But would you say that's happened since?
Yeah, it has.
It has.
It has. I really wasn't expecting it to happen because, like I said, this character is nothing like you expect to see on screen. You expect a
typical heroine.
Yeah, a typical heroine, like a very girly girl who's like, this girl is like, so yeah, I was scared, but it worked out really well.
Right. And you now have Vijay Sethupathiy's next film lined up as well, Andavan Kattalai.
Yeah.
And I read somewhere that you play an investigative journalist. Is that true?
Yeah, I play a journalist who's a very good journalist. She's not like the normal ones. Yeah, she's good.
Do you think you'll be fine with the sort of roles most actresses have made their careers here in Tamil cinema with?
Like,
I would say, you more or less the main purpose would be to fulfill the love interest of the hero, and you would sort of get into trouble and wait for the hero to come and rescue you.
Unfortunately,
So would you say that's I mean those are the sort of roles you're also comfortable doing, or?
Okay, by the grace of God, I was offered very good films that I accepted, but I was also offered these kinds of roles. Good roles, good films, but I didn't take them.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to. Thanks to Sudha ma'am, Maddie sir, and thanks to the entire team of Irudhi Suttru, they've gotten me used to this feeling of playing meaningful characters, of bringing some importance to a character on screen, and playing something that's relevant. So I said no to them. I don't know if it was wise or foolish of me, but I'm happy with my decisions.
Yeah. See, as far as Irudhi Suttru is concerned, it was your first film, yes, so that must have been discomforting on some level.
Yeah.
But you still played a boxer, so even if the character was entirely different, at least I suppose that must have made you feel at home on some level.
Yeah.
But now you are starting to play roles that you have probably no knowledge about.
Oh my God, yeah. It's so difficult. Like, I remember when I was shooting with Manikandan sir for Andavan Kattalai, like for Irudhi Suttru, I was given my lines in advance. I was very well prepared. For the entire film, I knew all the dialogues of not just me, but Maddie sir, Mumtaz, Nasir sir. I knew all the lines, all their lines and all my lines.
Okay.
Really well. Because I was so well prepared. On Andavan Kattalai, they used to literally write dialogues before the shot. I was given the dialogues before the shot, and I used to lose my mind because I didn't know how to do it.
You probably thought all films were made that way.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right.
That's what I thought. And then there was a lot of prompting on sets for me to get the lines right. And then I even broke down sometimes because I don't like it when a shot takes more than 2 takes for me. They call me a single take artist.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody calls me a single take artist, and they actually make fun of that. They laugh at me for that, but I don't like to.
So that's a lot of progress for somebody who's a film old so far.
Yeah, since then it has been this way.
Yeah.
Because for Irudhi Suttru, we shot all the scenes in one go. There was no cut for us.
Okay.
So if there's a big dialogue, a big monologue for me, I used to do it in one go. That's how we shot. So I'm used to shooting that way. But here it was very difficult, and I actually broke down a couple of times thinking I'm disappointing people, I'm letting people down. But Manikandan sir was very nice and very sweet, and he said, Ritika, you're not letting me down. Take your time.
Yeah.
We have time, da. Take your time. I said, okay, thank you. And that's how it happened. It was very cool.
Okay. You more or less, I mean, this character was more or less a tomboy.
Yeah, big time.
Absolutely, right. But I saw a few promotional photographs of Andavan Katlai, and that shows you in a very feminine, demure light.
Yeah.
Which of these two people would you say you are?
I'm this.
Yeah.
I'm a very boyish person. I don't see myself as a girl at all. I think outside, I think I can be both. When I have to look like a girl, I can look like a girl. Yes, I can. I can behave like a girl. I can feel like a girl. But when I have to look like a guy, feel like a boy, think like a boy, I can do that as well.
Yeah.
Like if you cast me in a film where I have to play like, yo, what's up? I think I'll kill. Because that's what I do.
Okay.
But yeah, I can be both. I like Ruby Rose. Do you know Ruby Rose?
I don't, unfortunately.
She's the girl who is very good looking from Orange is the New Black.
Okay.
She says she's gender fluid.
Right.
I'll call myself that.
Okay. Now, so in that sense, this must have been quite a contrast.
Oh yeah, and my God, like I had to. For me, Irudhi Suttru, life on the set of Irudhi Suttru was wake up at 6:15, go on set, 6:20, shot ready, out. Okay, fine, cool.
Yeah.
Because I used to just wash my face, literally wash my face, change my costume, track pants and t-shirts.
That's it.
Go on set.
Yeah.
Do my own hair, go on set, ready.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, what's the shot?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
On this film though, I had to like put little basic makeup and like good costumes, kurtis, sometimes even saris. So I had to look presentable. I had to take care of how I was looking, which I can't. Even in my real life, I'm not that other person.
So there was a lot of emphasis on how you looked.
Yeah, because actually in life I don't care. I'll go, if people see me at the airport, they're like, is this Ritika? Is this? Like, I'll not mention the actress's name, but we were at the airport. She was also there, I was also there. My mom was there with me.
Yeah.
I said, look at her. She looks, and look at me. I look like I want to slap myself.
Maybe we need more people like you then.
Yeah.
So women all over the country can now feel like, yes, these are the sort of people I can actually relate to. You know?
Yeah, I hope
because people don't go to work absolutely caked and.
Yeah, my God, like I cannot imagine looking like that ever in my life.
Yeah.
If I have to in my real life. For movies, okay, I can, but in real life, it's too much.
Is it sort of important that you look like that in order to sort of put yourself out there and get more roles? Does it?
I don't really think so. That's what I want to change. Like how people used to say, you don't look like a fighter. And I used to be like, why do I have to look like a fighter to be a good fighter?
Fair enough.
I just have to have the skills. Okay, I'm willing to get my face broken. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Because I don't care about my face. As a fighter, that's the last thing that comes to your head.
Yeah, as long as people know that you're a good actress, you don't need to sort of look like a beautiful woman they want to show in the films.
Yeah, that's what I think. And I don't think I look so bad. Like, I can pass.
Of course. Okay. So, in addition to speaking the lines in Hindi, in Tamil, now you have to do Telugu as well.
Yeah.
Must be getting pretty monotonous, that role.
It is, but this character in the film is quite different. I can't tell you how, but...
they're sort of playing around with the nature of the role.
Yeah.
Oh, they are. I see.
So I can play around with it. I can have fun with my lines. I can...
So there was no question of, hey, let's not fix something that's not broken.
Yeah, no. It was different.
Okay.
It's a new character for me. I see it as a new character.
Yeah. Okay. What about Andavan Katlai, the director?
Yeah.
Made the acclaimed Kaka Muttai.
Yeah.
And his recent Kutramai Dandanai has been well received as well. Have you watched those films?
I haven't watched Kutrime Tandana. I've watched Kaka Muttai.
You have.
My mom also has watched it.
Okay. So when he sort of came to ask if you wanted to feature in this film, you did know that Manikandan is.
Yeah, I obviously did. I actually called up Sudha ma'am to ask her.
Yeah.
What do you think? She said, go for it. Go for it. I said, okay. He said, it's the director, Ritika. It's the director. You should work with such people. You should work with such amazing directors. That's good for you, for your career. So I said, yeah. let's do this.
And what about Vijay Sethupathi as an actor? Were you familiar with his body of work as well?
On the sets of my film, Anand Katle, he was so brilliant.
Yeah.
He was so brilliant. I was like, my God, what an actor.
Brilliant how?
As an actor.
Okay.
And as a human being, he's so humble. Like, he's goals for me. I think I'm humble as a person, but I want to forever be like him. Like, no matter how big I become in life, I want to always be like him. Grounded and very humble and very respectful towards people. He's outstanding as a person. My God, I learned so much from
Did you have to speak with Sudha to find out what sort of work Vijay Sethupathi has done before?
No. She just said, director, go for it.
Go for it. Doesn't matter who the actor is.
Yeah.
Right. What's Anand Katle about in a gist? As far as the film is concerned, yes, and as far as what you do in the film is concerned.
I'll just tell you about what I'm doing in the film.
Okay.
I'm playing a very different character. Very, I'll say, well educated, polished, very well behaved, respectful.
Different to the sort of female roles people
Very
have
different.
traditionally been experiencing.
Very different from those roles and very different from this role.
Oh, yeah?
So it's
Okay.
very different.
Okay.
Very nice, very refreshing, and very different from me in real life as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I read the unique news that you were also doing Raghava Lawrence's next film.
Yeah, I am. It's
And
very hard
that's by it is.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's by P. Vasu.
Yeah.
Who isn't exactly known for subtle filmmaking.
Yeah. Oh my God, you have to see me in that film. I can't really tell you anything about it, but you have
I can
to see me.
imagine.
You will not believe that it's the same girl who's sitting here right now.
I mean, right. Do you need to be familiar with the who's who of Tamil cinema in that sense?
I think I need to, yeah. I should know. I need to. I'm trying really hard, but it's very difficult for me because I don't live here. I live in Bombay.
Okay.
And I've always been watching Hindi films and only Hindi films. No other
Are you
films.
doing any work in Hindi cinema at the moment?
At the moment, I'm not. I've got some stories in mind. I've got some scripts in mind.
Okay, so the idea is to sort of do films in all these.
Yeah, I
industries.
can do language.
There's no question of, hey, the Tamil audience has been very, very accepting of my role and Irudhi Suttru. So, okay, looks like this is going to be home for me.
It depends. Like if I get good stories here, there, wherever, I'll take it. I get a good character. I would love to play good directors. I would love to work with them.
Now, the reason I asked you if you needed to be familiar with the who's who of Tamil cinema is because I think I read somewhere that you are being approached for Ajit's next film.
Yeah.
Is there any sort of truth to that?
It's kind of true. Yeah, but I can't talk about it right now.
No, not yet, because nothing's in print yet.
Yeah.
Okay, right. See, I know you said, I remember reading an interview of yours just before Irudhi Suttru, I think, when you said the idea was for you to balance both your fighting aspirations and your acting aspirations. Is it fair to say that fighting aspirations are going to take a backseat now?
No.
Because I'll tell you why. I can't see too many producers being too happy about you returning to the sets with bruised
Yeah,
faces.
that's correct. That's correct. That
Bruises.
happens on P. Vasu sir's film as well.
Oh yeah?
So he doesn't like the fact that I have a sharp face and my sharp cheekbones, but it's not because of my sport. It's because genes. My mom.
It's just who you are.
It's my mom, yeah. That's why I have cheekbones and I have jawbones.
Yeah.
Sorry, jawlines.
Yeah.
So he's like, you have to stop boxing, Ritika. You can't do it.
Oh, you still do?
Yeah, so when I train, when I go to the gym, I don't know how to use the machines there. I use my own body weight. I use my punches, my kicks, my knees to sort of still keep me in that kickboxing and karate family.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave that.
Yeah.
I'm actually planning to fight soon, but it's going to be a very different sort of a fight.
How do you mean?
Did you see Virender Singh's event? Virender Singh's pro boxing
Parts of
event?
it,
Yeah. Like, I love the fact that there were so many people out there to support him. From Rahul Gandhi to Sehwag to Yuvraj Singh there were people out there to support him. There were cricketers. People watch cricket here in India. It's a cricket-loving nation.
Yes.
Cricketers were there to support Virender Singh, and I was so proud of him that day.
Yeah.
And I want to do something like that also. I want to give something back to my sport. I want to do something for the sport because the sport deserves it. Like this year for Rio Olympics, not a single Indian female boxer was there to fight for the nation. Two of my best friends were there. One of them I saw as a potential gold medalist, but he lost. And all of us were shattered. We were heartbroken. All of my friends, my boxing family, we were all heartbroken. So they were like, we have to do something for this.
They probably looked at you and said, look at you, you became an actress.
Yeah. And they're all like, we have to do something. We have to use you. We have to do something. I said, definitely, we'll do something. Let's give something back to the sport.
Once you step into cinema, is it possible at all to do justice to that?
It depends on how I plan my fight. It depends on how I do it. Like
Yeah.
it has to be a one fight event. I cannot keep on fighting like 3 fights in one day or like 4 fights. So if you win one, you progress to another,
Right.
to another, to
Right.
another. I can't
Right.
do that.
Okay.
I can only have one fight in a day.
Okay.
Limits to that.
Okay.